Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Liz, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we were working on, well, spawning in fluid cows for multiple reasons. Namely, we were trying to get a couple of specific ones, which, good news, I did. But we were also trying to get pink slime with the slaughterhouse. And we did. So we can now summon in pink slimes whenever we want. And kind of the big thing with all that, we're turning the meat from the slaughterhouse into raw meat ingots that we can use for a couple of things later. But yeah, we built that thing, worked out great. We've literally just been waiting around to get neutron collectors and get more stuff. We need to get more neutron collectors set up. That is kind of the plan for today, as well as a couple of other things. We're going to do some questing. I'm going to be honest, right now, a lot of what we're doing is just kind of busy work while we try to collect more resources. And I'm trying to get the full stack of these made, the neutron collectors, so we can get plenty of neutronium, which we have almost 10 ingots of. So not bad. I fixed the problem we had with this guy yesterday. Last episode. Wow. It was pretty simple. This cable was connected. This cable is connected all throughout this side of the base, pretty much. And it was just a matter of putting in a filter, which I already had, so I presume, yeah, it was just something I needed to fix. I presume when it broke the last time, I forgot to replace the filter, but whatever. It's fixed now, and actually we can turn music and sound, we can turn these guys back up. And yeah, so plan for today, let's first go to the last millennium, and you can see I have some cows here. I have some fluid cows. They are doing their thing. I brought a bunch of wheat over in hopes that I could breed them, but this is how we're gonna set things up. Yeah, I don't know if I can breed these guys, but it's not that big of a deal. If I want more of these cows, I can pretty easily get them, just with safari nets and spawning them in. But I have a bunch of things set up. We have windmills and all that kind of stuff, and these guys are filling up quite nicely. So the only thing left to do is we're going to take an ender tank, plop an ender tank down. We're going to mark this lime, and then we are going to throw this guy right here. We're also going to take some conduits, like so. And, whoops. Our pick is too good sometimes. We're going to do insert, extract, always active, insert, extract, always active. So now we have liquid XP available to us wherever we want. And this chest is open because I've been getting a lot of lag with like opening stuff up and whatnot, but I'm not going to put any more cows up yet. I have a bunch more ranchers and everything's ready. As you can see, I have facades underneath here, but I'm not going to put any more cows quite yet. I want to wait to see if there's anything worthwhile that we need. We're probably going to put the Zephyrium Erothium cows up again, but I don't know what other ones we're going to need from here on out. So we'll kind of play it by ear. Anyways, with that, we should be able to hook up another ender tank right here. That is extract always active, and if we put it on lime, there's the experience, and this will start working. And we'll get all of our crystals. And all of our enticing crystals. So that's the plan. That's going to give us all the vibrant alloy we need. Or not vibrant alloy, vibranium. that we're going to need, and we can start making more of the neutron collectors. So while that is doing its thing, let's take a look at the quest book, and we're going to continue doing the rest of the Mine Factory Reloaded quests. So we need 4 laser drill pre-chargers. So we're going to need a little bit more pink slime. Not a problem. We can just come over here. I brought a chest over here, as well as I cleaned up the area with facades and whatnot. We can put that guy in there. And I also grabbed some redstone conduits so that we can do that. But yeah, we're going to need a little bit more stuff. But wow, this stuff is actually really easy to do. So we're just going to kill a few more slimes. And yeah, we can automate this later if we want, with a, oh, what's it called? It's we have it up above. It gives you essence. 1 second. I'll look it up in just a sec and figure out what it is I'm trying to think of. Alright. So, lots of things are dying. I think a lot of our lag is actually coming from this machine. So we might want to turn it off at some point, but whatever. That won't go anywhere. Okay. So, with the mob grinder, I think it's called. Let's grab our pink slime. And grinder. Is it just called grinder? Yeah, this thing. We can kill mobs and collect the drops and all that kind of stuff. So we'll set one of those up next to here just so that we can get a bunch of stuff. But we need to throw those in there. This was running out of power, so I don't know what's going on with it, but maybe spawning stuff in was causing issues. I don't think I was doing it on exact copy now. But whatever. If we want to get more power, we can do that pretty easily with more ender generators. So ender lilies are plentiful, so it's not that big of a deal. But we should be able to make a bunch of laser drill pre-chargers now. And all we need is lights. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. And is it a crafting? No, it's a detect. So there's the 4 of those. Let's take the far left reward bags today. We'll put that away. Ooh, we got an epic. And I'll be honest, I don't necessarily plan on using the laser drill. I don't think there's any reason to, so we're probably not going to worry about it. Now we need 2 lights. And there is the actual laser drill, which is a quest right here. So far left. Perfect. And again, like I said, we're probably not going to use that guy. Just because I don't really have much reason to. So the only thing left in this is the imaginary time block, which is going to require compressed Gaia. That is a pain to get. We have everything else except for liquid sunshine, but that should not be difficult to make. We need fire water. Yeah, we can do that pretty easily. I mean, let's go ahead and do that. So, bucket of hooch. Fire water was blaze powder and redstone. Where's just normal redstone? There it is. And I realized where all of our power is going. It's going here. But we have 16 of these enticing crystals. Wow, frame rate. What is going on with our frame rate? I can put that in there, and that's going to make, this is also going to require a lot of power, but Let's see, do we have any lamps? No. Actually, those are flat lamps, aren't they? Those can be really cool, but yeah, looking this way, there was a lot of lag. I have no idea what's going on with it. But anyways, we have some fire water. Now, if we want to use this to make the liquid sunshine, block of glowstone and a sunflower, which we have plenty of sunflowers, and a block of glowstone, easy enough, and that should make exactly 1 bucket of liquid sunshine. So we will use that later for the imaginary time block. I would throw those in there, but there's no reason to. Alright, so with that taken care of, the only thing left in here is solar flux, which we might work on a little bit later. We'll kind of play it by ear. So how much? We have 8 more of these. Can get rid of that chest now. Actually, you know, no, we'll put that. Where did that diamond chest go? Okay, game. Are you lagging on me? That bad? Whatever. Anyways, we can do 1, 2. We can get a few more of these. I don't think I put it away, did I? I don't know. Who knows? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is another 8 neutron collectors. So again, we just have to kind of wait. But more neutron collectors. And we will be good to go. So item conduits. And don't I have a conduit probe? It might even already be on the mode we want it to be. Yes, it is. So just do this. And everything should be good. So we're going to get a bunch of stuff. We are currently at 2, 4, 6, 20 neutron collectors. So that's not bad, but it could definitely be better. So let's put that away. I'm still really curious where that chest went. But anyways, not neutron compressor, neutron collector. So now what I want to do is I want to start working on preparing for the neutronium compressor. I didn't know if it's a compressor or a condenser. We're going to want quite a few of these again, but we can kind of start with just one. So the way these things work is we can use them for getting singularities. So there are a bunch of different singularities of a bunch of different blocks. Invar blocks, for instance, which we can use a neutronium compressor to make the actual blocks. But it requires like 43,000 of those. Iron, it requires almost 50,000. Redstone, like, it's a lot of stuff. But most of this stuff is actually EMCable. I believe it all is. And so it's just a matter of kind of getting what we want and whatnot than anything else. So we're going to need quite a few of these neutronium compressors. So I want to start making the ingredients for them now. We don't have enough neutronium to make it. We have the crystal matrix ingots. We'll tell the system to make a bunch of flux blocks. So let's get like a stack of diamonds. Let's get 3, 4, 5. Can we get 9 stacks of diamonds? And then redstone. We look at flux crystals. They are 200 millibuckets per. So each one of these would require 2 stacks of redstone. Or if we look at this as I think 2 blocks. Let's see. That's 9. That would do 1. 100 millibuckets for all of these for a stack. Yeah, I think 2 blocks might be good enough. We'll see. Anyways, I don't think so, but we shall see. Anyways, we'll put all the diamonds in there, and they'll process, and I'll just add redstone as needed. So that'll be good. That's easy enough. Now what else do we need for this guy? We're going to need dark iron. I'll get that taken care of later. Same with the crystal matrix ingots. But we're going to need neutronium, and we're going to need a bunch of these impulse hoppers. So this requires a bunch of hoppers and empty machine frameworks. Well, the empty machine frameworks we can EMC. Hoppers we can also EMC. So I'm going to grab 1 just to put it in here. And then we're going to want machine frameworks. So in order to make this, it's actually really, really easy. Let's duplicate it a little bit, and we'll put it in there. Cool. So then the only other thing is this impulse hopper framework controller, which is going to require Franken zombies. So we'll need a lot of these. So we'll need a lot of zombies. Yuck. That is nasty. Now the Z-Logic controllers, luckily, we can make. But the rest of the stuff is kind of nasty. So we're not going to worry about it today because we can't make the neutronium compressors because we don't have enough neutronium. But it's good to kind of know what to expect and whatnot. So I guess let's go ahead and open these reward bags. No, you know what? We're going to save it till the end. Alright, so the next thing, and I think what we're going to spend the rest of the episode on is it Lambda? No. Kappa? No. Eta. Alright, we're going to do applied energistic stuff. So, fluid interface is the first thing. We're going to want fluid terminal and gas terminal. Gas terminal, fluid terminal. Alright, so let's just start with that. So what these things require? They're going to require formation cores, annihilation cores, all that fun stuff. So can we get this guy? Sure. So there is a fluid interface. Not that we are going to really need it, but we need a fluid assembler. We'll get to that in a second. So there's the fluid terminal. And can we get a gas terminal? Yes. Alright, so there is all of that stuff. Pretty easy. Now, if we wanted to, we could store liquids and gases in our ME system. I don't know that we're going to go that route. And the reason being, ender takes are easy enough, and it's just going to be simpler, I think. So that's what we're going to work on. We're taking far left today. So good and a greater. And then a bunch of stuff that we don't need. Alright, so next up, let's go ahead and make this spatial I/O. So spatial stuff. And there's actually a lot of stuff with this. And then we're also going to need energy cell. So let's take a look at some of this stuff. The energy cell is pretty straightforward. Just do normal Certus, please. And then we're just going to need some Fluix crystals. And that's not a problem. Honestly, let's make one more of these guys. But there is the energy cell. And we'll claim the reward. And then we need a dense energy cell, so we're going to need a few more of these. In fact, we're going to need 8 of them. So, Fluix crystal. These do have EMC. As does the Fluix dust. For all I know, I already have this stuff in the system, but I actually don't. So that can go in there. We're going to want a bit of this stuff. And a stack and a little is more than enough. So we're going to need 3 more of these guys. And then for the dense energy cell, we just need a calculation processor. And there's that. Cool. So those are quests done. We can put that guy away and that guy away. We have a greater and another epic. Awesome. So now we can, you know what, let's go ahead and make the fluid assembler. Before we do anything else, the fluid assembler is just a, it requires a fluid storage component, which we don't have yet, but we're going to want to make these. Whoa, that was, there we go. So make one of those. We'll duplicate it a bunch, and we'll just store it in here for right now. So do we have any molecular assemblers? No. But we can craft one. They are not EMCable, which is a pain. But there is a fluid assembler. So if you want to use, I should explain what some of the stuff is used for. Basically, if you want to craft something that has a liquid, so for example, well, the imaginary time block. Imaginary time block requires liquid sunshine. You can craft it with the liquid assembler. Basically, it will automatically, it's smart enough to use that. So, not really something, like I said, I want to do in this playthrough with all of Applied Energistics. Maybe if I had a little bit better of a Applied Energistics system set up and wanted to kind of do that with all of the different liquids, I could, but it's not important enough to me to worry about. So there's that. Real quick, while we're kind of doing things, let's go into here and let's go see if we have more villagers. Let's take a quick break from crafting so we can get more neutron collectors and more neutronium. So 1, 2. There's 2 adults. I don't really want to take any others. So, that's fine. It takes times for villagers to get there. It's not that big of a deal, though. So, one of the things that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to set up a bunch of automation. And I think we're going to set up a bunch of automation down here with machines so that we can just bring a bunch of, like, very specific automation. You'll see what I mean later, but basically things like the Franken zombies that we're going to need for the impulse controls, hopper things, we'll want to use those with, we'll want to automate that. We'll get to that probably, maybe we'll do that next time. Anyways, where were we? We need to collect that prize, and we're going to do the spatial pylon. So we need 1 spatial pylon and 1 spatial IO port. So these guys, I need 1 of those There's the spatial I/O port and a spatial pylon. We need more quartz glass. Alright, cool. Just take a stack of that. And spatial pylon. Alright, so that is all of those. And then we're going to need the spatial stuff, which doesn't look too complicated. Okay, does any of this have EMC? No, of course not. The flux pearls do, and all of the ingredients do, so we'll have to take it a little bit slowly. But basically what we just made, all this stuff, we can put the stuff that doesn't have EMC back. We have 2 more epics. Let's get these in order. But basically, I don't really care about the spatial pylon. What this stuff is, well, we can make areas that change what's in them. So for example, we can have an area that we can kind of replace all the blocks and store blocks. Basically spatial pylons and the spatial storage system type stuff. All of this stuff allows you to store actual like areas in the ME system, AE system, however you want to say it. It is an AE system, but I always call it ME system, whatever. But so basically you can store, for example, I could store my mob tower in a system, or I could store this thing in a system and then replace it at will. That's what it all does. I don't really have much of a use for it. It's really cool if you're like limited on space and you want to have like a bunch of different farms for different reasons. It can be really cool, but it's not something that really matters. So let's go ahead and make some of these spatial components. We are going to need, let's see, 4 of those, which requires, so 16 of these. So we're going to need a stack and 16. So glowstone we should be fine. Flux pearls to get 1 of these. And then we're going to make a stack of them because they are EMCable. And then that should be everything we need. So we're just going to make a full 16 of those. And we need to immediately turn 1 of them into a spatial storage. We can complete that. Oh, you cannot pop these out. So we're going to need a few more. But let's go ahead and make 1 of these. So we're going to want to make basically a couple of extras. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to want 1, and then we're going to want a couple more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now that should be everything we need. And I have extras because reasons. Alright, so let's make 1 of these. And then we're going to want casings. What are they called? Housings. We can just grab 2 of these guys. And the next quest is all sizes. So we can claim all these. Left reward bag. It's another epic. Cool. So again, I don't care about those stuff, but we have it. So with that taken care of, we can go down. I guess let's do the storage bus. We need the fluid storage bus and the gas storage bus. So let's do storage bus. Fluid. We need a normal piston, which I'm just going to go ahead and craft. And then we're going to need a gas as well. Did I never store pistons in here? I don't see any. Okay. So let's get one more, and then we're going to get like a stack or so. Because these are relatively cheap. And then we can just store this in here, like so. Alright, so we will grab a sticky piston, and then the gas storage bus. For whatever reason, the gas uses yellow. It just does, nothing else to it, but a good reward bag. And now we have exporters. So we need, there's 3 more export buses. So we can make all of them. And again, we're going to just go ahead and do all of them because why not? So export. Okay, that's going to be a pain. And then we're going to need more dye, which is not a problem. Why didn't you just use sulfur? I have plenty of sulfur. So maybe it's not this type of sulfur? Nope. Okay. Not yellow floral powder. Come on, give me the dandelion yellow. How do we make that? There we go. Cool. So with that we can make the gas export bus. We'll put those back in there. And then we just need the ore dictionary one. So the ore dictionary one requires fuzzy cards and acceleration cards. So do we have any cards? No. So advanced cards are relatively easy to make. I didn't want to make 12 of them though. Oh well, that's okay. So there's the advanced card. So we need 4 fuzzies. And let's just grab a bunch of flux crystals. These are easy enough to get, and we do have essence to get them later. Once I put that down and everything. So let's get like 2 stacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we also need fuzzy cards, which just requires some kind of wool. Alright, cool. So export, we just need a normal export bus, and now it's ore dictionaried. So that is all of that. We're going to take the left reward back, and now it's import buses. Import bus. So we got another good reward bag. So import buses are the opposite. We're going to need, sure. We're going to need some slime. Just use them all. Why not? We have plenty of blue slime. So there is the import bus, fluid import, and gas import. Left reward. And the last thing is level emitters. So there's 3 level emitters we need. We got another good reward. And we should be pretty much good on all these. So level emitters are a little bit simpler. So there is that one. It just requires some blue. And then some yellow. Okay. That was easy. Again, left reward. So let's explain really quick what all we just made. Storage buses, you guys know, we've made that before. It basically allows you to attach a separate inventory to be stored. Exports, bring items into the system. Importers send, no. Hold on. I always get confused. Exporters send items out of the system. Importers send items into the system. And level emitters basically allow you to emit redstone based on how many items are in the system. So for example, with the gas emitters, if we had a system set up to have gases, the gas emitter could be used to toggle something on or off depending on how much of a certain gas we have. It's really useful for some things, especially if you want just a set number of items kind of stored in your system constantly. You can turn the system making those items off when you don't need it. So just kind of a pretty simple but a pretty useful thing. Now, what else do we have in this thing? We're going to try to do pretty much all these quests except for the high tier storage. So let's go ahead and do the wireless. So we need a wireless crafting terminal, wireless access point. Let's just type wireless. There can't be that much. So wireless crafting terminal. Yeah, we're not making that anytime soon. Okay, never mind. We will wait on the wireless stuff. Let's go ahead and do the fluid storage. So we're going to want a single housing. And oh, so this is different. There's a fluid storage housing that's slightly different. Okay. Let's do housing and see if there's one for gases as well. So the fluid storage housing requires us to get some tanks and there's that, and then we're going to want one of these guys as well. Okay. So now we can make 1K. And then we'll just continuously make... Oh, we can't pop these out either. Yes, we can. We just have to shift click. I wonder if you can... Nope. I think that's intentional just so you can't remove dimensions easily. Okay. So now, fluid storage, we want 4K. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For right now. And then again, we do that. Next is 16K. So let's pop that out. We're going to want more of these. So let's go ahead and get 3 of these. And then it's probably the same thing. No. So now we need higher tier stuff. So there's the 16K. And then next is the 64K, which we can go ahead and make because why not? And then we might stop there. We'll see. Left reward bag. And then 256 is next. So does this have EMC? No. Do any of them have EMC? Just the top tier. Okay. So I guess let's go ahead and 12 of those. And then we change this to didn't we have 4Ks? There's 4. Okay, so as you can see, we're gonna need a lot more stuff. Let's get a chest for this stuff, just because we're gonna want to kind of keep this going in a sense, because I want to end up with a perfect amount. So we'll say 1K, 4K, 16. Okay, like that, and then we'll put the fluid storage in there, and now we can do the same thing for the gases. And then that's probably going to be probably going to be about all we're going to do. There is another epic. That is cool. Alright, so gas storage, we can, again, duplicate these. And let's, just for safety's sake, let's get 3 stacks. Why not? Let's go all out, and we will store the rest of them in here. So again, there is the 1K. Easy enough. And then we will pop that out. And to make the 4K, hopefully we have enough stuff. I don't think we do. We need more quartz glass. That I think we can handle. Let's get like 2 stacks of this. And that will be good enough for now. So let's see, dye, essence. I think it was like this. Yeah. That's good enough. And then we need, what kind of circuit was that? Calculation. And again, we'll do like a couple stacks of this, just because it's nice to have. But this will get us the rest of the way with that. Alright, so we still need to do the 4K? Yes. And there's that. So once we pop this out, that'll go there. Okay, that's enough. Put those in there. Alright, and then next is the 16K. We do the storage, and then 64K once we pop that out. And that, I think we can do one more. So far left, pop this out. And is it the same? No. So 256 requires 2 circuits. We can put 64 and these guys. And there's that. Okay, so pop that back out. And that's something we can kind of work on as we go. So with that taken care of, let's get storage. Basically do the same thing for the normal ones, and let's grab the housings as well. So 16 and 64. Okay, so that's about all we can do right now in this whole thing. But that's fine. So we only have like 2 more gas and a few more fluid. We'll worry about that later. It's not a big deal. But today's episode has gone on a little bit long. How are we doing for neutronium? We're at 11 ingots. Not bad, not bad. So I'm going to continue working on getting vibranium, however you say it, this stuff, and just continue making more and more of the neutron collectors. And then next time, we're going to continue working on quests and whatnot. We're probably going to start looking at getting some automation set up, like I said, for the Franken zombies. We will do that down here in this section. We'll have some more machines and all that kind of stuff. And we will get things set up so that we can get just mass quantities of all the things we're going to need. So that's going to require liquids and all that kind of, anything that requires liquids and all that kind of stuff, we'll get it set up. Now, that being said, we are going to have singular things. So we're going to have, for example, we might actually do a single fluid transposer for flux crystals. Now, if we have a magma crucible with it, I don't know. We might do liquids for that. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Because I do have some destabilized redstone fluid cows. So that's something we can easily do. But there is a stack of flux crystal blocks, whatever. So anyways, that's going to be it for the questing and all that for today. That's the plan for next time. Let's go ahead and open our reward bag because we have 5 good, a Zanite ring, ore processing, a rotten heart, an invisible bedrock, rotten heart. That was pretty bad. We're going to dump this stuff in here. I don't care about it. And rotten hearts go off the edge. Okay. So that was pretty bad. We have 3 graters, diamond apples, angry doll, creepy doll, and some potions. Cool. We're going to throw all of this stuff in here. The potions are cool. We'll keep the potions. Why not? They don't have EMC anyways. Because we don't need to summon in Enderman or Blazes. We don't need the diamond apples. We have some diamond apples already in the system, so I'm not going to worry about it. But now we have 7 epics. This is a good thing. We want epics because there is a chance we'll get some really good items. So, another star. Ooh, a fluid vac and a flux transfuser. Those are kind of cool. Fluid vac is actually really neat. You can move liquids. Don't we already have a fluid vac though? Yes. So we don't actually need another one. We'll store that, and we'll store the nether star. Why not? Alright, so far not bad, but nothing amazing. Chainsaw. That's cool. We have 4 more. A 48th carat reward. Takes wither effect away while having it on inventory. I was going to say, we already had that. Doesn't have any EMC. I guess we didn't have that. Oh well. Ooh, a portable teleporter and a charged porter. Those are cool. I accidentally opened it. So, we have 2 left. A portal gun. And an elite bin. Those were boring. Okay, so here's the plan. I am going to go ahead and call the episode here. I am going to work on getting more neutron collectors. We have 44 more that we can get, and we're going to continue working on that. And then we're also going to, I'm going to start looking at kind of automating, seeing what all we want to automate, and going from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!